Ever since I started playing music, I've always wanted to use it to help people. This probably goes back to one of my first ever public performances, which was at Southend Stroke Club. When I played their music, even as a 11, 12-year-old, they lit up, and I got a lot from that, and that made me light up, if you like. So when the opportunity a few years after that came along for me to do some music work with a Down syndrome lad, it was just perfect, and it went so well. I then built upon that and went into this as a new idea called the Southend Meerkat Music School.
Southend Meerkat Music School enables people with a learning disability to express themselves through music. It was founded in 2001 by David Stanley, a musician, teacher, fundraiser and local councillor. The school provides a unique, safe, supportive environment for people of all ages to come together, enjoy music and make friends. It aims to nurture undiscovered talent and build expression and self-confidence by giving students the chance to perform at regular shows and events. Meerkat Music School has been highly praised by successive Ofsted inspectors and has become an overwhelming success in the Southend area, with over 80 students attending sessions every week. In 2012, benefits of the school are beginning to reach further afield with the launch of the new Music Man project. In this documentary, we meet students and staff as they prepare for a series of performances in their hometown and discover just some of the things that make music school so very special.
I'm a musician. I'm also an assistant head teacher, a composer, a local councillor. But ultimately, I'm a musician, and I like to make music. I like to really make sure that everybody else enjoys music as well. Music has a particularly powerful effect, I think, with people with learning difficulties, because it doesn't discriminate. There's no barriers there. The Meerkat Music School is a weekly music provision for children and adults with learning difficulties. We meet every Saturday for 3 hours. The children have the first hour or so, and then that's followed by the adult session. And we work towards performances throughout the year. We are a working production house, if you like. We do Christmas shows, we do big productions and performances at theatres like the Cliffs Pavilion. We work restaurants and do openings and all these things like that. So very much a working music school.
Music school students benefit collectively and individually from the support of a small staff of experienced helpers.
I really enjoy working with special needs. They're a very special group of people, and they are fulfilling to work with, very fulfilling. You know, they just give their all to everything that they do. I think to begin with, it was quite new to the students to have an actual staged event, because initially it was just a music school, learning musical pieces, using music to bring the children out of themselves and expand their horizons and their abilities. So once they started on something new like that, I think they found it quite intriguing.
I think one of the things we've got right with the Southend Meerkat Music School is the inclusion of big events and concerts throughout the year. It gives the students something to work for. It gives a bit of structure to the sessions. It gives variety of the music that we are studying. But ultimately, it gives an opportunity for parents and the public to see the work of the music school.
In 2009, Music School left the familiar surroundings of their rehearsal classroom at Eastwood School to perform at the Cliffs Pavilion Theatre. Performing to capacity crowds at a renowned professional venue was one of the school's most outstanding achievements to date.
They'd never performed in a really big theatre before, and there's quite a bit of logistics concern there. And they just take it in their stride. They loved it. They're learning something new, and they have the ability to learn the same as anybody else. They just do it at a different rate.
Students are encouraged to enjoy music in different ways, through listening, playing, singing and dancing. For many families, classes provide a welcome break from everyday challenges.
She really likes it, she does. Really, really enjoys it. Brings her out of her shell. You like music school, don't you, Sarah?
Yeah, solid day. Enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah, you like coming here, don't you? Singing with David and Val and that?
David.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the group is about fun and friendship. Many lasting relationships begin at music school.
I like performing. Yeah, I like it because I like to see all my friends, and also I like to see my boyfriend. We see each other a lot.
Annette and Paul met at the Avro Viking Day Centre and are now building on their relationship at music school.
The music school, I like it here. We do the dance as well. We go out sometimes.
I get more confidence. I might go to music school on my own one day, and it makes me more independent. It feels like it feels like I've been loved.
Off you go, Sam, sing, do dirty dancing all the time of my life and dance. I can do the lift and everything, so I just like, oh, come on. I just love it so much. This is the X Factor for me. I just wanted to keep going, otherwise I would be really upset. I wouldn't know what to do. I just don't like it if some people are miserable and stuff. I'd like to be happy all the time.
For Sam, who experiences frequent mood swings, music school is a place where she always feels happy.
I'm a positive person in some way, but some way I'm not. Depending on if I'm with something like people at music school, I'm all happy, dabbly ding. But if I'm gone somewhere else, like at home or something, I'm not so, that is true, I'm not very happy and stuff. But when I'm out here and I'm with different people, it's like, yay, I'm like, change, smiley Sam.
Well, it's lovely because she's got a sister who's now 18. Always it's been trying to keep Sam to have activities as much as her sister has. And there's parties and there's socialising, and we found MenCap drama through this. So her life was changed beyond recognition. Before, she didn't really have a social life because everything we tried to do, we'd survive for a few weeks okay, but then there'd be issues coming up, little ones to start with, but then issues where really they'd like us to leave. Now she turns up, it's Sam, whereas before it was literally, I'd take her to parties when she was younger and they'd go, oh, it's Sam.
Val Wilcox, a highly experienced special needs teacher and key member of music school, has witnessed a significant change in public perceptions during her career.
I trained as a music teacher for primary school, and my first child that was born had special needs. We realised how important music was, and that's the path I went down and became a special schools music teacher. I've worked at my school for 30 years now. I retire next week. I should be so sad.
Of course, how can I forget my co-tutor, Val Wilcox.
At my beginning of my teaching at a special school, if I took a class of special needs into a park, it would empty. The laws were changed that all children should be able to learn and be taught and go to school, whereas before they went to centres and care homes and it was run by the health rather than education. I just think it's lovely that they just accept us now.
A Masters Music graduate, author and former assistant head teacher, the school's musical director David Stanley is a firm believer in the power of good teaching.
I focus on what they can do, first of all, rather than what they can't do. I actually celebrate their energy and enthusiasm, and I try and borrow that, and there's a real exchange going on there. We can all feel music. It's a language that we can all understand. Every single person has that in common, a natural pulse in their bodies, a response to music. And I think through good teaching and good fun teaching, I think you can access that. You can get them in a place where they're ready to receive music.
David's exuberant personality plays a large part in making music school fun and involving for students and staff.
He's a larger-than-life character, isn't he? Very talented musician, and the students all love him.
The MenCap Music School, I think, is just like a family. The professional carers are really there to look after the students, to make sure any medical needs or if there's an emergency. It's quite a loving environment. You know, it's about enjoying music and it's about helping each other.
We all kind of mesh together and help each other. You have David, that's amazing at music, obviously, and obviously amazing with the kids, amazing with the adults. You have Val, that's had at least 30 years experience with SEN children. And all of us together kind of makes MenCap Music School work, if you know what I mean. Even when I'm at uni, I'm hoping not to go that far away so I can still come back on a Saturday, and hopefully when I'm at work and still come back, because it's just something I don't want to tear myself away from now.
The school also gives parents the opportunity to offer support to their child during sessions.
I come with Maddie every Saturday to help her participate. Maddie's requirements are that for her to be able to do anything, she really needs to be able to have a one-to-one. So I facilitate that. It gives her something to talk about, it gives her ownership, it gives her a well-being, which of course encourages her self-esteem and confidence. Maddie has quadriplegic cerebral palsy. On top of that, she has the more rarer form that has athetoid movements in it, which means that she goes into spasm like a lot of children with CP, but she also has a lot of continual unwanted movement, so she very rarely sits still, which is what makes holding an instrument and so on really difficult. Obviously there are other children with their very specific needs and requirements, and how they change that in the class to suit everybody amazes me. Each of those individual kids in the MenCap Music School are so different. It's changed my life because I don't feel like I'm neglecting Maddie. It's very easy to put the disabled child in the corner, put the TV on, let them get on with it. This enables me to actually do things that I don't have to take responsibility for, but Maddie's included. I would dread the day I had to tell Maddie there was no more music school.
My mother was a volunteer for MenCap. She started this out after giving birth to my two brothers. One has Down syndrome and my eldest brother has brain damage. So I've been brought up with it really. I also work with children with learning difficulties in special schools. I'm a rehab assistant for the NHS. And I just get so much back from it, just seeing the children achieving just little things. I just love it.
The school has been praised by Ofsted for successfully integrating mainstream and special needs students. Many helpers are motivated by their own personal experience of individuals with a learning disability.
I had a family friend, who had Down syndrome. When they find it difficult to do something, you can fix it, sort of thing, and it makes them really happy.
I just really enjoy coming to music school and just to see how the people get on and how it improves their lives, and certainly done a lot for me because you sort of see how people communicate through music. Each week you've got either David or Val, and they both work in a different way, and it's just enjoyable both weeks because Val's children that she had at school obviously know all the songs already, so we're in there doing the stuff straight away, and David teaches all the new stuff, and it's just brilliant.
I decided that after doing a couple of weeks, what I'd seen from the people, what they'd managed to achieve, I just didn't think that I could probably find anything better to do on a Saturday morning than help the people at the music school achieve something for them which is really significant, changes their lives, makes them feel good about themselves, and then really makes us as helpers feel really happy and good too. Teaching in a senior school, the children have to be there. And I think what you see at MenCap is they come here because they want to be here, because they love David, they love Val, they enjoy the helpers' company, and it's something they want to do.
Classes are carefully designed to deliver a social experience within a learning environment.
I really enjoy coming here on Saturday morning because I like using instruments like drumming and glockenspiels, and singing and dancing as well.
I've been playing African drums and trumpet, and I really love coming here. I really like the staff and the people.
I know I like David. He is our best man.
The instruments I play is triangles, bells, drums, and sometimes guitars as well.
He practices all year. He loves coming. He's been coming since he was about 4, and he's 16 now. He's got myotonic dystrophy, which is a muscle stiffness all down the middle of his body. I never thought he would sing in front of people, but he gets up and he sings and he's clear. And I just think it's brilliant when we see him up there singing. He's not a very confident person. He does get wary, but he's not scared here at all. His confidence has grown. He talks to everybody, so he doesn't see anybody different to him.
See you on the pier, lovely.
He needs music, and he needs to have something in his life apart from just being at home.
I'll be staying at home all day. I'll stay home all day when they sound about music.
Some individuals, like Charlotte, who suffers from severe autism spectrum disorder, can become fearful in a social environment. Following several solo performances at music school, Charlotte can now communicate with a greater level of confidence.
I do feel confidence here. I like all sorts of instruments. I do. I like drums. I like bells, glockenspiels as well, and tambourines. I am looking forward to more shows.
what does music school mean to you?
It means the future of life and the future of music.
The love I lost made me so sad, broken hearted, and I ran away.
Many individuals with a learning disability feel their basic needs and insecurities are often overlooked in everyday life away from music school.
I was shamed and angry and I was frustrated. What happened to me?
Music is the power, the energy, the force behind the story. People hide the truth from the world. They do not see people with special needs. They don't see people with problems. All they see is themselves, and they look at themselves and they think, oh, aren't we a lovely, right lot of people? But the point is, where do the handicapped people fit? Where do we people with disabilities fit? Do we fit in your life or do you fit in our lives?
Could it be love I lost that I never found? The love I used to have down in the ground.
Being a disability person is no fun for anyone. There's millions of people in London disabled like me who need love, who need caring, who need understanding, who need patience, and who don't get it. It's like a reunion, like a big party, it's like a big celebration. Helps me to forget my problems for quite a long time.
Please love me and care for me. Please look after me. I'm a very delicate girl, like a delicate flower that grows.
Without them, I couldn't sing. Without them, my life wouldn't be the same without them. Without them, I would have been lost, totally lost.
I've got a disability, but it's not as bad. Like some of them have got a really bad disability and they can't do anything. So if I'm there, I can pass a drum to them. Do all different shows, and I really love it because all the kids are so nice, and I like helping out with the different things and things. So it's really, I really do enjoy it. It's the best ever.
Great fun, yeah.
It's great fun.
Yeah.
Great fun.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Supersonic.
We always ask for help us if we have problems with anything.
And do you always get help?
Yes, we always
Yes,
do.
if we need to.
Yeah,
always.
Always.
Yeah.
I like all the people and stuff, and they're all friendly, come in, and they all go, yay, Sam's here, woohoo, and I like that. I don't like it when they don't say that, because it makes me feel a bit, down. But when they all say, oh, Sam's coming and everything, it's like, here we go, start the music school, yay!
She's autistic and she's hyperactive, and she's on medication to calm down when she gets cross, so she doesn't actually hurt herself. Well, it's been brilliant for her because up until music school, she'd never actually been with children with special needs as a part of her free time. If she could do it all day, every day, I think she would. And so we tried to get her in trampoline clubs, dancing clubs, singing clubs, everywhere else where it was just mainstream. And we always hit so many problems.
Back to you, Abby.
Students are encouraged to connect with music both physically and emotionally and use it to communicate their feelings.
Music gives them a set of tools for communicating. It gives them an opportunity to release something, because I should imagine there might be quite a lot of pent-up frustration of seeing the whole world around you operate in a certain way and you can't totally engage with it in the way that other people do. Camera view again. What's really important for every single session is that everybody, for at least one moment, has their moment to shine.
I've seen David work with children that have never spoken, and then they'll play the drums, and then one little boy actually said his name and we were all in tears. So it really does help the music therapy. Over several weeks we've been playing the drums, you know, sort of tapping out the names, and he just said it. And we just couldn't believe it. It was amazing, and we all just burst into tears. And that was a child that never spoken. And Shona, who's here now, today she came bursting in and full of life. And I said to her mum, you know, when she first started, she just wouldn't say boo to a goose. She'd sit in a corner like this with her head down, not saying a word, but now she joins in, she's up dancing. It's just completely brought her out of herself.
I've got students that 2 or 3 years after starting will suddenly play that rhythm that I've been asking for every week, and that is often the most satisfying moment.
David's teaching style is unlike other teachers. He's so enthusiastic that he grabs you into a whirlwind of his own, and he really encourages you in every way possible. He builds up this huge excitement sort of feeling, and they respond exactly by feeding it straight back at him.
The music school is renowned for being fun. The fact that they have the comfort of a song that they know well is everything.
I enjoy singing songs and playing with instruments. I think it's a lot of fun. I like singing Love Shine a Light. Love shine a light in every...
I think every single week the students exceed my expectations and perhaps the expectations of many other people. There is no better moment, a special feeling in my heart when I see a talent just burst out.
Like I did for the bare necessities at the Cliffs Pavilion. That was a lot of fun and everyone enjoyed it, especially why I did the grooves.
And I think, where did that come from? And it just makes me so proud the music school has facilitated that. I think Chris personifies exactly what we're trying to achieve with the music school. He understands that to go for it in performance, to sing with a smile on your face, makes him feel good and makes the audience feel good.
I like the 12 Days of Christmas because I like doing the partridge in the pear tree with the triangle.
I come to music school every Saturday. The thing that I do like is solo.
Every autumn, David begins preparations for the school's annual Christmas concert performances.
David was there a lot for us, and I think it's quite good.
For many of the students, Christmas concerts are the highlight of their year's work at music school.
There was always a fear, I think, when I first started, that putting them all on a big stage with the 200 odd in the audience would cause a lot of nerves and might not show the audience what I see every single Saturday. What's actually the case is it's the opposite. The performances give the students an enormous sense of achievement, and it's a combination of a process, isn't it? We do a mini tour of Southend, as I call it, one at Avenue Baptist in Southend and a Highlands Church, a Methodist church in Lee. Both of those concerts, for many people, me included, are the start of Christmas. Really try to ratchet up the excitement. The whole purpose of performing is to have fun.
planning that goes into a concert is just behind the scenes, so hard. And as you say, being a family, everyone needs to know what everybody's doing. To see the feedback from the parents and the audience is just incredible.
In church. Where's the church?
You played the tambourine, didn't you?
Mate.
You were sitting in the front.
Fine. But your dad.
I was watching you, weren't I?
I think there's a particular relationship developing actually between the students at the music school and our regular audience. This audience can now see the progression and can see the growth from very young, shy students that came to the children's session to 20, 30-somethings that are fantastic, confident solo performers.
The routine of attending a safe social environment such as music school can deliver benefits to physical health by maintaining a healthy state of mind.
Because one time I was singing, I had a bad throat, I wasn't feeling very well, but I still went and did it. Makes me feel good inside, makes me really feel good inside, makes me really happy and stuff, really, really happy. I love it, yeah.
Of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
What was particularly nice was to see Jenny Harvey, who wasn't very well with a few weeks preceding the concert. She turned up in the audience, and this is the remarkable sort of example of their professionalism. She was in the audience, gave a big round of applause, and then she came forward and sang a song.
That was my special day, that was. Really, really good. It's the best day of my life, and I'll never forget. I will always treasure it forever. So, you know, I mean, I couldn't believe how much I was able to use my voice. I never thought I would be able to.
And may all your Christmas
joining in with all my friends at music school. That would be the most important thing in my life.
Both 2011 Christmas concerts were enjoyed by a capacity crowd, many of whom were keen to express their gratitude.
And we're all gonna shine a light together.
I think people and youngsters with learning disabilities are often the ones we forget about. At least we make sure through MainCap they don't get forgotten about. They bring out the best in all of them. They had a great night, and for me the pleasure wasn't just for the audience. The pleasure was seeing the youngsters enjoying themselves doing it. It was great.
The audience are quite proud of it, and I like blowing the trumpet and the tambourine. Yeah, I think it all went well.
Everybody joined in on the very last bit. When we all finished, they applauded, and the very loudest applause we ever had in this church. And I'm just looking forward to next year at music school.
In every little part, let our love shine a light in every.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Just such great opportunities for people. You don't see or hear enough of it, and I just think it brings everyone together. I've met people here tonight that I haven't seen for years, and it's just lovely to come together with everyone. People sort of are very selfish and they forget about others, and this just makes people kind of see things a bit differently, I think.
because I like the music school and because I love David, Stanley and Val, so thank you very much.
For many parents, witnessing the huge achievements of the students provides a firm reminder of how much progress has been made.
She's got something to be interested in, so that means a lot to me as a parent. All of the people in there get the chance. At another time, many years ago, they wouldn't have had the chance, well, not so many years ago actually, they wouldn't have had the chance to take part. And everybody that takes part, whatever their ability, they're able to join in. And I think that's tremendous, and I think the way David handles it is marvellous.
The King tune, that more better.
Every time he comes home, he tells us what they've done. Please, Mum, would you go out and do the can-can? I said no.
And he brings out the best of them. It always amazes me how much they achieve.
To me, you know, really special. Look, I might do this coming again next year concert, you know.
I think they are super, all of them. They have time and courage to look after us, and I would miss them. I would be very upset if I didn't have them anymore. They're like my family. Another extent that I've got a family, but when I'm here, I've got another family.
After the show, I was really pleased, relieved because we'd all worked very, very hard, but delighted with the energy and the level of performances of all the students.
Fundraising is vital to the continued success of MenCap. An avid campaigner, David has raised many thousands of pounds for local charities, including the music school. In April 2012, he embarked on his most adventurous fundraising event to date. A 24-hour music performance on the end of the world's longest pier.
The Musicathon was an idea that I had, partway through 2010, I think. What's nice is that it's developed as an opportunity to promote and to get some money for instruments and for the new Music Man project. As well as myself playing for 24 hours, of course, Liam Ambrose, local percussionist, was there alongside me for every step of the way. And really thanks must also go to Southend Borough Council and to the pier themselves for allowing us and supporting us in this great endeavour.
The atmosphere up there was just out of this world. It's just and other people that weren't involved in the music school that were coming up the pier and expressing their views on what was going on. I think it was lovely, and it's to get other people in the community to see what there is out there and what people are doing.
The students performed with me. They kept me company, kept my morale up. They gave me lots of their energy and enthusiasm, but they very much took part in it. They sang along with their songs. They brought some instruments.
I remember I saw the Southend Mayor was there, so I think he was quite proud of us. I think that was amazing how David broke that record.
I think performing gives the students an understanding of good self-discipline, organisation. It gives them this sense that if they work together and they collaborate and they listen, that they can achieve something which is much bigger than they could possibly do on their own.
Well, the first time I saw Jenny, I think, do anything was at the first Christmas that we did, and I thought it was a song that had been written, and she just sort of singing it. But no, she just makes it up as she goes along, and they rhyme, and it's just amazing.
It comes from my mind. Once my mind is settled, it gives me a sign, a signal. And then suddenly, through my mind, I can dream up any tune at any time. Some people can't do that. That's because they're scared, but I can because I'm not nervous or scared.
For David and Liam, the prospect of playing live for a full 24 hours may have been daunting, but the reaction of the public, students and their families provided plenty of motivation.
Yeah, you done the pier, didn't you?
Pier, go again.
That was on your birthday, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
go again, sing to me again. And do will do.
Yeah, you sung Any Dream Will Do, didn't you?
Yeah.
David played the piano and the other man played the drums.
Yeah.
And you sang it, didn't you?
Your phone said to me happy birthday.
Oh yeah, and they sang Happy Birthday to you, didn't they?
Local artist Roy Simmons, whose daughter attends music school, helped to raise additional funds by capturing the event in a series of watercolour paintings.
And now we'll say goodbye to you. So till we meet again, everybody. Au revoir. Goodbye.
As a father of a young person with learning difficulties, the music school has been one of the fundamental things that she enjoys every week. I think it's important to say that they never turn anyone away. I mean, you know, people do this they don't do it for money. You know, they're doing it because they want to help people.
This time we will go to South-on-Sea on the pier, and it's so good. Raise money, lots and lots and lots of money, and it's a beautiful day. Sunny's out.
There is such a strong sense of team spirit. The students are excited to be able to help raise money for a good cause.
So part of the team was a big thing. The event on Southend Pier was awesome, and for him to do it for that long.
Experiences gained at music school can also lead to further opportunities for MenCap students. In 2012, music school drummer Daniel was given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to perform during the London Paralympic opening ceremony.
I love my friends, and I like music and drumming.
Partaking in collaborative music making, the creative process, and of course the discipline required to perform in front of a lot of people has given them a great deal of confidence, but has given them a great deal of skill, and has opened many doors for them to go on to do other things.
Oh, the Olympic Power Olympics. It's my favourite thing in my life.
And remarkably, Daniel has gained so much confidence at music school, he is not at all daunted by the prospect of performing at the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, I like playing. I'm a bit okay with that.
Music school has enabled Daniel to pursue his passion.
My favourite thing, my drumming, rock and roll. Yeah.
As the group perform High, Low, Middle, one of several songs especially written for MenCap Music School, Sam takes on her natural role of leading the group. But it's not always easy for Sam to instinctively enjoy herself in everyday situations.
So when she's in an environment that have got people other than people who are aware of special needs, she'll do, for example, a cartwheel in the swimming pool, splash everybody, and make a lot of fuss like a young child would, and then she's amazed they're not clapping and thanking her that she was very clever. They don't make allowances for her. Whereas when she's in a special needs environment, she can say or do whatever she wants and it's all accepted. Everybody just laughs and we all carry on. And so she feels she's accepted here and she doesn't have to think about what she shouldn't be doing.
The peer event was absolutely exhausting, but it was also exhilarating and I certainly would say a huge success.
Just getting to the swing of things now as we approach 18 hours to go or so, but really pleased with the opening, the 2 o'clock opening with everyone joining in and loads of music school songs, nice audience, the weather held out just about, so really pleased how it's going, but a long night ahead.
I've been pleasantly surprised so far. I'm still feeling quite upbeat. I've got some energy left. My right elbow is beginning to ache slightly and I lost sensation in my right buttock about an hour ago.
I was really delighted that we had support from councillors, MPs, a selection of VIPs, which really just shows you that this music school is not just a small thing that happens in a corner of the town. It's actually very much a leading light and something that we should all be very proud of.
As night falls on their 24-hour performance, David and Liam remain committed as ever to the cause.
So it's now nearly 5 to 9, so we're really on the home straight, but with more people coming it's given us a bit of a boost.
The real unsung heroes of the music school are the team of helpers. It just wouldn't be possible. I wouldn't be able to do what I do without knowing that I had my family of carers, helpers, volunteers, the whole lot. They're just absolutely wonderful.
Started music school when I was at school doing my GCSEs, so I was 15. It's made a huge difference to my life. If nothing else, it's given an inner confidence to myself and my own music ability. And I talk about it with pride. I feel privileged to be part of such a huge influence in Southend and so proud that what we can pull off and how it's affecting people's lives. I just love it.
The key to the future success of the Southend MENCAP Music School and the New Music Man project will be building on its expanding legacy.
It makes more people aware and they see what they are capable of and how much fun they have and how little they need in order to have such fun. I just hope that this could be spread throughout the country because, once people see what they're capable of and how they enjoy life, just given a little, they get so much. And it makes it completely different to them because they've got things they can really look forward to where they fit in. And fitting in the society is the hardest part as they get older and they lose the school system. They're suddenly sort of 16 and everything dries up. But with this, this is fantastic.
All the colours.
There's nothing more satisfying than seeing how the students have grown as people, as musicians, but also as people. So I've decided that it's probably the right time for me to focus 100% on not only building up the music school, but establishing a full-time provision called the Music Man. And it's something that I'd like to see in every town.
Okay, this is the big one.
The first phase of the Music Man project includes a special school centre of excellence at Kingsdown School and a full-time adult provision taught across 4 venues in South East Essex. David will be compiling a series of teaching resources, enabling others to spread the benefits of Music Man further afield. He is also in the process of writing a new book, My Musical Family, and hopes to inspire the next generation of music school leaders.
Lovely. Let's bring it down for one reprise of Kumbaya. Here we go.
I think that MenCap Music School was something that was missing in the borough of Southend for a very long time. And when it came about sort of over 10 years ago, people maybe started to notice just how big a part the disabled community could be and how much they could achieve, what they could do within the community. So I think the Music Man project really takes on the work that David and Val have done and really just gives it to a wider market. He can work with more people, obviously expanding it out onto weekdays. So I think it's really a continuation of the great work he's doing, getting more people involved and actually doing what he's doing, but over a bigger resource base. So he'll have a lot more funding and a lot more people that he can help and do things with.
Not all people can get here on a Saturday. So for David to go out and do this in their centres, in their schools, I think is so important.
We do have a tendency in society to write people off that aren't the norm. And something like this sort of school in every town in the country, to enable every person to have the same ability and equality to actually channel their interests, because a lot of them are very, very musical, I think would be absolutely wonderful.
The Southend Pier Music Marathon successfully raised over £7,000 for Music Man and MenCap Music School. A live webcast enabled people from all over the world to follow the event and offer a donation. As the project continues to expand, it will rely heavily on fundraising work such as this. Financial contributions from corporate sponsors will also play an important part in securing the school's future. Music Man will form regular collaborations with the Southend Music Education Hub, local arts organisations, schools, colleges, businesses and charities.
I think what these two guys have achieved is absolutely awe-inspiring. So 3 cheers for David and Liam. Hip hip! Hip hip!
If we were to take music school away, if it just closed, how would you feel?
Dead.
I hope in the future that there may be more schools like this where people can learn to play music. I hope it can be done, and I pray it will be done.
So try and fill out the letters as well.
Without the teachers, without the helpers, we would never learn what our talent was. Without them, we could never be talented. And thanks to them, we are. And that's all I can say.
Music school.
It's the best ever. Yeah, it's the best. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. It's like the X Factor, but even better than the X Factor. It's just my dream, just to carry on singing and, you know, and dancing and having fun and having friends.
I'm going to carry on coming. I'm not giving up. I love it so much.
Absolutely fantastic. Best thing we ever done, bringing up music school, definitely.
We are all together a team with an incredibly important part to play. We feel so satisfied that we've managed to build up over many, many years something that's been so wonderfully important and has made a huge impact on the children and adults with learning difficulties. What an extraordinary year it's been. We've had our concerts, we've had the unique Southend Pier event, and now we stand poised to move forward. For me personally, it's been an extraordinary time. I want the music school to expand, and I want it, you know, in many, many years to come, to have music schools like this across the country. I want it always to be remembered that it started in Southend, and I want that to be really, really, really key to its development. The work of Southend MenCap has been absolutely extraordinary, and we are just one of the provisions of Southend MenCap. But I think the legacy of us all must be that whether it's the Southend MenCap Music School, the Music Man Project, the whole thing, we need to make sure it's remembered for many years to come.
1, 2, 3.